Hello and welcome to another one of D's ADD videos. Today we're going to look at some chain rule examples, so hopefully clarifying any confusion you might have over the topic. So the basic precept again, start outside, work your way in. So the derivative of this, y prime, or dy dx, whatever you want to call it, you would bring the 3 down in front, and then after that, you rewrite the expression on the inside without changing it. Subtract 1 from the exponent, and then multiply by the derivative of the inside. Okay, that's just the power rule. There's a 1 there, you bring it down, subtract 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. Or try to remember that derivative of number x is always, that number. This one we're going to have to use the rule. I mentioned it on the concept video that allows you to go from radicals to fractional exponents. This is understood 2, and this is understood or implied to be a 1. So that's going to be 1 minus 2x to the 1/2. So in that scenario, you take the 1/2, bring it down, subtract 1 from the exponent, and then now that we treated it like an x, now multiply by the derivative of the inside. You guys understand what I mean by that? Pretend this whole 1 minus 2x was x. How would you derive that? Well, you bring the 1/2 down, the power rule, and then subtract 1 from the exponent, so it'd be minus 2 over 2. But it's not an x, so then we multiply by the derivative of the inside. Derivative of a number is 1, and then derivative of negative 2x is negative 2. So at that point, we can rewrite it as the 2 and the negative 2 cancel, because 0 minus 2 is negative 2. So we're left with negative 1 over 1 minus 2x to the 1/2. All right? Okie dokie. Let's look at sine 2x. The derivative of sine 2x, you start out on the outside. The derivative of the outside is a cosine. Derivative of sine is cosine. We rewrite the argument with no change. Then we multiply by the derivative of the inside, 2. All right? So that's basically it for that one. If we were to look at the next one, we have y equals cosine cubed of 4x. This is the last one I'm going to do on this video. Rewrite that if you want as y equals cosine cubed. Bring down the 3. Rewrite the cosine of 4x. Then the derivative of cosine is a negative sine of 4x. Now, right here, if you don't add parentheses, you've changed something that should be multiplication to subtraction, which I see all the time. Don't forget that parentheses. Are we done? Well, we did the outside of the cubed. We did the inside, next level of cosine, but we never took the derivative of 4x. And since you can multiply in any order and still get the same answer, I'm going to put times 4 in the front. So then we have 12 negative sine 4x. Again, it doesn't matter what order you multiply in. And I'm going to write it like this using the same notation we started out with. And there's that derivative. Okay? So these are some basic chain rules. They can get more complex than this. Just remember the basic concept. Derive outside with no change and multiply by the derivative of the inside. All right? So this should be enough to get you started to do as many problems as you can. Maybe get stuck a couple times, learn from the experience. Check out the advanced example video. Practice, practice, practice as always. Thank you and have a nice day.